Daryl, are you okay? Why are you rubbing your eyes?
Oh, hi Jay. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just that this laptop's brightness isn't suitable for me. Ouch! Oh, it's also very hot.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Guys, did you heard about carbon nanotube Buckypaper, which is a type of nanomaterial?
No?
No.
What is that?
What is carbon nanotube and what is nanomaterial? I haven't heard about it.
What is Buckypaper?
Let
Yeah.
me see about it.
What is nanomaterials? Nanomaterials are particles or constituents that have nanoscale dimensions and they are produced by nanotechnology. What is carbon nanotubes? Carbon nanotubes are allotropes of carbon with a cylindrical nanostructure. These cylindrical carbon molecules have unusual properties such as it is valuable for nanotechnology, electronics, optics, and others. Now we move on to Buckypaper. What is Buckypaper? Buckypaper is a thin sheet that is around 50 to 60 micron of carbon nanotubes, which it is used in advanced nanomaterial with outstanding electrochemical and mechanical properties. Buckypaper can be used to replace these few examples, such as the screen for the LCD. Besides that, Buckypaper can also be used in other components of the electronic devices, such as the smartphones.
I guess I know now what is carbon nanotube Buckypaper. But I want to know the further details about it.
Okay, now let's look at the further details on carbon nanotube Buckypaper.
Buckypaper is a microscopic production of carbon nanotube, sometimes referred as buckyball. Carbon nanotube film was synthesized through a domino effect by using a line multi-wall carbon nanotube group. Forests of multi-wall carbon nanotube group are pushed flat in a single direction. The horizontal plane were formed by compressing the vertical orientation, which gives the formation of high-purity Buckypaper. The method of making carbon nanotube film include the use of non-ionic surfactant such as triton X100 and sodium lauryl sulfate, which can advance their dispersibility in aqueous solution. This suspension can then be membrane filtered under positive or negative pressure to yield uniform film. In order to ward off the adverse side effect from the possible presence of surfactant, a substitute casting process can be used, include a flip method that did not need the use of surfactant or surface modification. The replacement of LCD to carbon nanotube Buckypaper. LCD is one of the technology displays that widely used in global, but LCD has its own limits such as cool cathode fluorescent lamp backlight unit, which is LCD difficult to eliminate its heat because of the phospholayer of CCFL. It's more weight and low efficient compared to carbon nanotube Buckypaper. And carbon nanotube Buckypaper has been discovered as a new electron source by research at Florida Advanced Center. It's come to be perfect field emitter and large electric field can be enhanced. Carbon nanotube has long lifespan, however, its capability to reach high current density is low because of its small diameter and degree of structure perfection is high. Nowadays, in order to develop an environmental friendly device, carbon nanotube has been researched to help manufacturers for improve their technology. Carbon nanotube will give new technology for electronic and display industry.
So what are the structure and properties of Buckypaper?
Oh, Buckypaper has many structure and properties. Let's see what our friends in store for us.
Okay, as what we have discussed earlier about carbon nanotubes, there are two distinct types of carbon nanotube, which is the single-wall carbon nanotube and the multi-wall carbon nanotube. The single-wall carbon nanotube having a structure like a straw, whereas for the multi-wall carbon nanotube, it is actually multiple of single carbon nanotube being surrounding each other, causing it to be a multiple wall carbon nanotube. So, the important parts of this, the mechanical property. Carbon nanotube is actually one of the most strongest type of material in the world. So, it can withstand a very high stress. And the ways to actually calculate or to determine which is the strongest is be used by the elastic modulus and also the tensile strength. So, the strength is actually because of the covalent sp2 hybridization bond, which actually cause it to become a very strong material. Okay, besides that, it is also having a very low density, which is also can be said as lightweighted. That is why it is always used. It is always used in the electrical properties or even also on the planes. That's why planes will save a lot of fuel during their flight. And in the electrical devices, it actually can make your phone feel a bit more lighter. Okay, besides that, about the electrical properties, this carbon nanotube actually can conduct electricity more efficiently when compared to other materials. This is because there are more free mobile ions or electrons that can actually transmit this electricity among all of the carbons. So that is why this is more sensitive and it actually can be used for the electrical devices or replace the LCD to be more efficient in the future times. Wow, Buckypaper can do many things, huh?
Yeah, but same like other material, it has its own pro and cons.
Okay, so let's see further.
One of the most interesting advantage of Buckypaper is good for energy storage. Two technologies as electrodes in batteries and capacitors. Carbon nanotube have a high surface area, good electrical conductivity, and their linear geometry makes their surface highly accessible to the electrolyte. For example, carbon material for use in lithium-ion batteries. In addition, carbon nanotube are outstanding materials for supercapacitors electrodes. Because of its high electrical conductivity, it can be used in gas diffusion layers as well as current collector.
Okay, now I will move on to the disadvantages of carbon nanotube Buckypaper. The first disadvantages of this product is that it gives negative potential environment impact. As we all know, this product is a new developed product, so we lack of information about the shape and the size of this product that we need to determine the level of toxicity. According to the initial data from the previous research, carbon nanotube Buckypaper has the same level of toxicity as asbestos fiber, which is dangerous for us. The second disadvantage is that carbon nanotube Buckypaper is very expensive. This is because the product is approved difficult to manufacture and purify in quantity. A single gram of best quality and highest purity of nanotubes can cost about $2,000. Even the Buckypaper with less quality and purity will cost about hundreds dollar per gram. Okay, for the conclusion, carbon nanotubes are endowed with exceptionally high material properties which is very close to their theoretical limits. A combination of these impressive properties enable a whole new variety of useful and beneficial applications. Depending on the amount of research and development efforts necessary to bring a particular product on the market, it can be differentiated between short, mid, and long-term application. Current or short-term applications are often based on multi-wall carbon nanotubes as a superior replacement of electrically conductive black carbon. This is especially advantageous in the automotive and electronic industries, for example, replacing LCD of electronic devices by using Buckypaper. Currently, almost every sport items on the market can be improved by using carbon nanotube. This will open the new way to the new developments, in particular by replacing metal in various mechanical applications. where a weak reduction could save energy.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know.